Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So we're staying with the spooky kind of theme this week with some Lawn Fawn cats. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so after last week I've decided to do another, it's not a Halloween week, but it's sort of like a bit of a, I guess a magic spooky kind of week, but it's another over the top week. I know, I need to stop. The next couple I do will be much less over the top. So I'm on annual leave this week, so I figured, and I do have a lot on, but I felt like having a bit of a crazy one. So, you know, might as well. So the first thing I've done is just taken that sticker off. And then I'm going to grab my whiteout and I'm just going to white out the November. I don't know yet if I'll cover it up, but we'll find out somewhere along the way. So I'm going to completely ink up this background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my station, pull that in, because I want this to get held still. I'm going to use the ruler part. And I'm going to use my Lawn Fawn brick stencil. Now this is a little bit too short for this, and that's okay. I can just line it up and continue doing it. So I'm kind of going to just get as much on here as I can. I want it to look like the brick wall continues all over the place. So I'm just going to put my magnets down. And then I'm going to do this in Hickory Smoke, which is a darker shade of grey. And I'm going to do the whole background. I'm going to do this super quick so that you guys don't have to sit through the whole thing. But do it on both pages, and then we'll come back and do some splatter and some other bits to kind of make it a bit more gritty. So I'll just do the first little bit with you guys so that you can sort of see what I'm doing. But I'm holding the stencil down a little bit just in this top corner. And then I'm just, because it is a bit of a fine stencil, so it will move as I sort of ink around. So if I just sort of, as I fill the space, if I move the magnets, it should sort of keep everything holding still. So I'll just go ahead and do this first bit at least, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I've got that main sort of part done. So then to finish it off, so I'll just pick that up so you can see what it looks like. Damn, that looks cool. And it's okay that it's got the bit of left over there. I'll fix that up later. So I'll do the other side here. So this is what I mean with you just sort of join it up. So then I can just continue along here. I did miss a little bit over here, but I'll blend it in and it'll be fine. So this bit's obviously really quick, so I'll hang with you for a sec. Whoops, try not to get my fingers on it. This is what I love about the station. I can kind of move this around a little bit. So you would have seen while I was doing that, I kind of picked it up and spun it around so I could get a different angle and a better angle. And I like being able to do that. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's going to be a bit messy anyway, so it's fine. I will have to cover maybe that top corner up. So once this bit's done, you can see now it looks basically seamless. You could never have tell that there was even an issue there. So it'll look the same when I do it at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to do the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, I love that so much. It just looks cool. So not anything I've done before. So the only thing I'm going to add, actually I'll do it afterwards. I do a bit of paint first. So I'm grabbing out my Uniquely Creative watercolors. Any kind of watercolor will do here. I've just picked this one because it was the smaller of my ink pads, and that means it doesn't take up so much room on my desk. So I'm just going to put a drop in the black. We'll give this a, I think that's black, might be brown. It's a bit browny. I think this one's a bit bluey. Oh no, that's okay. We'll use that one instead. I just want some really saturated pigment for this, so that's why I'm using the watercolor paints instead of oxides or anything like that. So just give that a bit of a splatter. Not too much. You don't want it to be over the top. We just want to make this wall look a bit messy. First lot was all a bit fine, and then I put a little bit too much water in it and it all came out a bit much. So I'm going to let that dry, and then what I'm going to do is come in with a little bit of my water. Now I have bitten the bullet and I bought the distress sprayer. It doesn't do anything different than a normal sprayer, but I just wanted to have a go with it. I see so many people making really cool like big splatter effects with this, so I wanted to give it a go. I got this from Hobby Hoppers. It's only $10, so I think it's good. So I'm going to hit this with the heat tool to try and dry these up a bit faster, and then we'll have a go with the water. Alright, so I'm just grabbing some tissues. I'm just going to open this up. So when you spray it like a normal big spray, it does that really fine mist. Kind of want to do like the half spray, and it's supposed to give like more drippy, which is what I kind of want here. A bit more of a drip effect as opposed to the sort of spray. That'll give me those lighter spots. So we're just going to give it a sec. So I want it to react. And then we'll pull this up. Now it's very subtle with this grey. You can see it in person. I don't know if you'll see it, especially zoomed out as much as you guys are at the moment, but just know that there is a bit of texture difference, and I'm going to do another little spray of it in just a sec, just to sort of get a little bit more. I feel like I'm really drenching it. I'm not, but it feels a lot more drenched. That's better. That's giving me the grit I want. I'll do a little zoom, that way you might be able to sort of see what I'm talking about here. So you can really see that water texture, which I don't usually get. Usually it's much more of a fine mist, so that's really good. Okay, so then I guess the next bit is to sort of work out where I want to put everything. So what I've done is I'm just going to wipe this because I've got water everywhere. What I've done is I've pre-cut and coloured a bunch, and when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch of things from different Lawn Fawn sets. So I've basically used Perfectly Wicked and the Perfectly Wicked add-on, which, there it is. So that's Perfectly Wicked and the Perfectly Wicked add-on, which is obviously a Halloween-ish kind of set, but it's also just a magic spooky kind of set. And then I've also used a cap and the map from Christmas Dreams, and then I've just used the seat from Merry Mice. And I'm just going to kind of put this, actually, I'm going to do this round the other way. So rather than putting the pictures in first, I'm going to put the date covers on first, and then I'll come back to the pictures. So I'm going to use these date covers from Barney and Moon because they're black and they're going to give a really cool kind of effect. And also they've got a little bit of shiny goodness with the silver, so it'll just give a little bit of shine. So I'll go ahead and do those, and then we'll work out the pictures. Oh, before I do, I just want to come in, this is just my black oxide brush. I haven't put anything on here. There's no ink other than what's already on from the last time I used it. And I'm just going around the edges and just darkening them up just a little bit. just to get a little bit of extra texture here and depth to the edges. I'm hoping I don't have to put more ink on here. I should be okay because it's chock-a-blocks. Because the paper's a little bit wet, it's just folding up. I just need a little bit. So just black soot oxide, nothing fancy. Just going to go a little bit lighter. There you go. Just kind of gives me that, not spooky edging, but just a little bit of depth around the edges. Alright, so I've just left the bits and pieces uncovered because I may find a way to cover that up. The only part I'm still debating is if I put a little bit of this Fox and Cactus black and rainbow washi tape. Two reasons. Number one, it needs a little bit of colour. And number two, I think it gives it the magic property that I'm maybe missing at the moment. And number three, it covers up my thing at the top. I'll put it down. The good thing about washi tape is you can just pull it up if you don't like it. I'll put it down and see what it looks like, and if we need to pull it off, we'll pull it off. No! There we go, we fixed it. So this one I'm just going to put a little bit above my sort of line that's there, because that way it covers up a little bit more of the whiteout. But the good thing is, because it's that brick look, you really don't notice that it's there. This is turning out a lot better than I had in my head. I'm really happy. And I know I've got nothing down yet, but I think this looks cool. So again, just having this one up a little bit higher so that it matches the other side. Okay, I'm going to leave the washi uncut for now. It'll hold it down. It means I can kind of start putting these out. So I've got a bunch of the cats. I've got a hat. I've got some shelves so I can put some potions and stuff. I want to put that one there, and then we'll line up some potions and books and stuff. Got a bunch of cauldrons. A little sleeping kitty down here. Where's my glue tape? So I'm just going to put some of these together. So the cool thing about this die set is that the cauldron can change what it's got in it. So I think these sort of green bubbles come with one, and then another one comes with, the green bubbles come in Perfectly Wicked, and then if you get the add-on, you get these cool ones with the worms and the little candies. Put them on. So I have 4 cauldrons. I don't know if I'll use all 4. I might only use 3. But I do have one that has this sort of magic things coming off. So I've got another cat, got another shelf. So I'm thinking I might put the bits and pieces, like the shelf there to cover the bits and pieces. And then I've got some books and chairs and potions and stuff for things to sit on. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. The part about it that's hard is that I don't know where my floor is. So if I have the cats, I can't have the cats all sitting on the bottom. So I might put another run of the washi tape, which I put somewhere, there it is, across the middle. And that way I've sort of got 2 floors, if that makes sense. Because at the moment I've only got 1, and it's just going to sort of not quite work. So we'll try with the 2 and see if that evens me out a little bit. That still works. So we're going to put, I'm still going to leave this, maybe not. I'm going to play with this. I'm just going to sit here and organise these around the place, see what I like, and I'll come back and we'll then sort of start working out where everything, like we'll start sticking things down. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Only thing I haven't used is just one of my cauldrons, but I think that's okay because the cat down here works instead. So I do have, before I stick any of these down, I do have some appointments and things to put in. So I want to put these in first, just to make sure that everything else will still work. So I'm going to put my little to-do sticker in here, and all that's going to do is just pull my little shelf up. So I'll just have that up a little bit higher, so that's fine. That still fits that in. I was looking for some grey sort of boxes, and I haven't quite found what I want. Hold on, where's my... I was looking for grey or black. I think I might be okay with some of these ones. So this is my Oscar and Lou Ultimate Sticker Book. Just seeing what I've got. Okay, so we're going to use a couple of these little note ones. So Monday we're good. I do need to put a thing on the top of Monday though, because I've got annual leave this week, so I'm going to put this little flag in the top corner, and I'll just write annual leave on that in a sec. Tuesday we've got nothing because it's Melbourne Cup Day, so nothing's happening on Melbourne Cup Day. Wednesday she's got her OT, so we'll put this little one. Thursday she's got a lot on, so we'll do a bit more. So a slightly bigger box because there'll be two things. And then we'll do a single one back again on Friday, and that should cover everything. I think. Where do I put Fridays? What's first thing in the morning? So we'll put it, just need to move that out a little bit. I'm going to move that over because it's a little bit more in the corner, and then I can put this at the top. Okay, so those are all stuck. The only thing I haven't got is a Happy Mail, and I think I'm okay with that because I don't have too much coming. I'm going to grab this grey one here with the bow. So this is a Oscar and Luke here. I think it was the wildlife one. Not quite sure. I'm going to have this on Sunday. I know I'm then giving up a bit of Sunday, but I think that's okay. And then I've got the cat down the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick all of these down exactly where they are. I'm just going to use my glue tape, and I will be right back. That's all in. I just need to cut off the excess of my tape. And then I think I'm all done. Now, my favourite part of this, my absolute favourite part, and I'll show you, I've just realised it's on the side that I'm cutting, so hold on one sec. But it's the little book that's on the shelf, and that's ridiculous because I should love the cat. It's not the book that's on the shelf, the book that's on the stool. Because this little thing here reminds me of the book from Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is by far my favourite Halloween movie. I don't really watch too many Halloween movies, to be fair, but I've loved it since the day of it, and I've got stories that I could tell about the first day I saw it, but I'm not going to. But the whole time I was sticking these down, I've had the song that Winnie sings in my head, and I've just been singing it to myself, and if you guys could see me, you could see my horrible bopping. That was a lot of fun. I was just sitting here bopping along to put a spell on you. It's just, oh, I love that movie. Next year, this is what I've decided. Next year I'm going to do a Hocus Pocus inspired week. I don't know where I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. But I'm going to do a Hocus Pocus inspired week, and I'm so thrilled for that. Alright, last thing I'm going to really quickly do, I'm going to write these appointments in just so you can see what they look like when they've got writing in them. So I'm going to do that really quick, and I'll be right back. So I've just put the post-it note. I don't know what time that appointment is yet, so I've put that back there. And also forgot, we may be able to go back to swimming. I'm pretty sure we can. So I've put that back there as well. I love that. When I say that it's what I had in my head. It's very, very similar to what I had in my head. I love the background. I think that washi tape is actually perfect. It just picks up just enough of the colours, and having the two bits kind of really does help it. It guides some, not guides some stuff, but just separates it. A couple of extra little bits and pieces here or there would have been fine. If I had spider webs or stuff like that, I would have chucked them in too, but I don't, so I don't need to worry about it. But yeah, that's my spooky cat week. Let's call it, can we call it Spooky Cats or Lawn Fawn Spooky Cats or something like that? I'll think of a title. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. Thank you for sticking with me through 2 spooky weeks. This was a lot of fun. The one last week was a lot of fun as well for a completely different reason. But this was fun because I've had it in my head and been kind of planning it, and I've been colouring the images for a couple of days, and just, yeah, I love when things come together in my head. Last week was very much I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just going to chuck it all down and see what happens. This one was very much planned, so yeah, slightly different. If you did enjoy this one, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know if you want to see more of these kind of over the top Lawn Fawn themed kind of weeks. Doesn't have to be Lawn Fawn, I can use other stamps too. Leave it down below, or of course you can find me on my socials. Hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!